It's been a while since we did a comparison, so let's start off with one of my absolute favorite characters of all time, Lobo. So this is the Storm Collectibles Lobo, and this is the McFarlane DC Multiverse Lobo, and there's obviously a big price difference here, but I'm not really going to go into it, because I'm just like straight up comparing these figures. And you know, to no big surprise, the Storm Collectibles Lobo is absolutely awesome looking. Just, I don't know, I can't really say anything about it that isn't, you know, extreme praise, but the McFarlane figure actually isn't that bad, and in some ways I do like him more. It's mainly his height, because this guy is so big, he does not fit in with anything. It's like, here's a Batman figure from McFarlane as well, and I like Lobo to be bigger. He's officially listed as around like 7 feet, but this is way too tall to really fit in with anything, really. This just works a lot better. So basically what I'm saying is, if this guy was this guy's height, he would be, you know, the perfect Lobo. Look at this face, for instance. It's so perfect. I don't really know what it's based on. I think it's like based on the modern comics. I know this is technically an Injustice Lobo, but Lobo doesn't look anything like this in the game. He's got more of a thick handlebar mustache in the game, and this mustache is very comic accurate. And same with this guy, he's got like the same type of facial hair overall. The facial hair on this guy is one of the big issues I have with the figure, actually. It's because I don't really know if we can just take the head off and have a closer look. It's just sculpted in a really weird way. Like, you see how it like juts out and it gets really angled, and there are these two bits here that sticks out, and I don't know, his chin just juts out really far and it's really flat, and it just doesn't look very natural. Also, to no surprise, I'm not really a fan of this super snarling expression. I would much have preferred like a cocky smirk or something along those lines. The Lobo here, like the default head, is very good. It's a bit plain though. He does come with an alternate head that is Lobo's like signature grin. And he comes with an identical head as well, just with a cigar in it, because he's usually seen in the comics with a cigar in his mouth. But, you know, I would personally prefer something a little bit more subtle. So like a cocky smirk would be the perfect thing for me. He also comes with separate hair pieces, like just have these massive dreads here, and you can put them on like so. But I don't really think on this head in particular that it fits very well. He's got a very high forehead on this particular head. It looks better on the other ones, but I personally much prefer this like hair back look. This head I might just completely try to resculpt, because I am not a fan of this head in the slightest. It's also the wrong color in comparison to the rest of his body. Like, his face here is very like chalk white, and you see this is sort of like a light gray, and I think the light gray works a little bit better. This guy, on the other hand, is like a light gray with some blue tints to it. He also comes with this awesome metal chain and hook, and McFarlane has a hook as well, but it's rubber, and it's sculpted so it's like around his forearm like this, instead of you putting it around his forearm yourself. I can see what they were doing, but ultimately it's just a little bit lame. Moving on to articulation, they pretty much have the exact same articulation scheme. It's just that everything is just smoother on the Storm Collectibles figure. They have like a double ball peg here, I think. The Storm Collectibles figure has like the same joints, butterfly here. The biceps are a little bit crap because of this rubber piece here, and then if you have the chains around, you can't really bend much there either. The McFarlane can bend a little bit more, like so, but it's, again, it's McFarlane, so it's not a very attractive joint. They've also both got this upper torso joint, but it's very, very stiff. You can see it's much better on the Storm Collectibles figure. Then legs go out, knees bend, nice rocker ankle here, and a toe hinge. McFarlane swivels here, goes out all the way. Again, has McFarlane's like rubber overlay piece here. And then the knees, really, really good bend. And it's actually not that bad looking because of this knee pad here. The ankles have like a slight rocker to it. It's a bit weird, but they also have McFarlane's annoying ratchet type joints here, so he's a little bit unstable. You pretty much have to bend his knees a little bit. So like now he can stand up. Otherwise he just tends to fall. And let's straighten out his legs. And now suddenly he doesn't want to stand up. And there's no real in-between, so like now he's leaning forward. So you need to try to find like counterbalance point like so. Storm on the other hand is really well balanced. There is one issue I have with Storm though, aside from the fact that he's absolutely massive. I'm not really sure about the proportions here. Storm has this design aesthetic of the wider the better, and you know, for the torso it does look alright, but then we go down to the legs and he's got these massive like childbirthing hips, and I'm not really a fan of it. His hand here looks a little bit dweeby. I think it might be because of this rubber overlay piece being so huge, but I don't know. I mean, like I said, overall this figure is just unfortunately too big to fit in with anything I have, so I am honestly probably gonna take parts from this guy and try to make this guy better. First off, I'm gonna try to resculpt this head, and I'm gonna make a video about that, but otherwise we can just have a quick look here. Obviously the head is too high, but with some modification, you know, this looks awesome. Again, I still want a more marking head, but you know, we'll see what I will do about that, because I do like this head. But yeah, those are the two Lobos. Before we leave, we can also have a closer look at the back. So he's got his classic Bite Me fanboy vest on, and you know, actually both of them look absolutely fantastic. I know he has a sawed-off shotgun here. I haven't really gone into the accessories too much because this isn't like a straight-up comparison about, you know, accessories and price and all that. It's just having a look at the two figures as they are. And, you know, like I said, this is a absolutely fantastic looking figure, but this one just works better in scale. So, yeah, a video is gonna come up about me desperately trying to make this head look better. So yeah, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in a bit.